Alright folks, I'm John, Carrie's behind the camera, we're back with you. We finally found the crabs, okay? Look at these two, 5 minutes, they've been 5 minutes. Okay, let me pull it up.
Oh, look at
Look at that big old monster. Look at that. And look how rusty he is underneath. That means he is full.
Nice crabs.
These are nice.
Yes. Oh yes.
These some big old boys right here. Alright, we got our traps out and we're gonna continue to catch. Alright folks. So it looks like the two daddies were controlling that area. So then we just moved a couple hundred yards to this fishing pier, and we'll give you a little scan of the fishing pier. We put out the traps. We'll see what's going on.
Here's the traps. Crab nets. That's what they are. They're crab nets, not traps. They're nets. Gentleman over here throwing this cast net. We have a pier full of people up there. Everybody's out here doing the same thing, trying to catch some fish. Pretty cool little place, Leeville, Louisiana. We have the bay out there. We have Grand Isle that way. We have... What is that way? What is that way? What am I looking at right there? Where is that? What is that?
That?
Is that?
That is part of Fouchon.
Fouchon?
That's Fouchon.
And then Grand Isle is gonna be that way somewhere. I just can't see it. Yeah, so this is kind of a cool little pier over here in Leeville. I guess when we start pulling these nets, we'll get back to you guys. Looky there, you got him a hardhead. You got him a hardhead catfish, I believe. That's what it is. Oh, it's a sail cat. Looky here. Looky here. there's all kinds of stuff in the middle. There's all kinds of stuff in the middle, honey. But that's cool though. That's cool though. I was born and raised in Oklahoma, so.
Yes, ma'am. Usually over here we do really good. Like the fishing, we catch like black drum, big reds. So if we catch one, I mean, if y'all want to film it, y'all can. Or
Yeah, for sure. We came over here
because some crab out, man. I was hoping to either get a keep better or a drum.
yeah, so we catch a big drum out that way. The other couple months back, I caught a 40-pound black drum.
Woo!
So yeah, that's what we're after for the sharks, big drum.
You use those as bait.
Yeah. That's
Nice.
sand trout. I mean, we call them white trout down here. They white, but that's what we're after right here. This is a pretty big one.
And what was your name?
Daryl.
Daryl, thanks Daryl for your input on the pier. We appreciate that. And the information that you're giving us is way cool. We appreciate you. Make sure you go subscribe to our channel
That's
so
what I
you
was gonna
can
put in my notes right now.
so you can see what's up.
How do you spell
John
it?
and Carrie.
Alright folks, we're gonna pull that strap and see what we got. See, we got some little ones. The little females are coming back again and again. We're gonna let those go. I mean, they're just little, they ain't nothing there. And I don't really want to use females for bait, so we'll let those go. We'll come back to you here in a minute. Alright, we're gonna check this one. See what we got here. And this one has got nothing. Going on. Check this one. And that one's got a little tiny baby. A little tiny baby. He was so little he got out. Check this one. Nothing. Nothing. I think we're gonna move spots, folks. We're gonna call it for the day, and try to hit it again Monday. Monday we're gonna go somewhere. And anyway, I'll get back to y'all. If we don't get back to you tonight, then we'll see you maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, the next day for sure. Okay. All right, folks, we're back with you. It's the next day. It's Mother's Day. To everybody out there, happy Mother's Day. We stopped, I'm going to turn the camera around. We stopped here at a roadside little area here. And I'll turn the camera around so you can see what we're doing. Anyway, if you look way in the distance over there, that's the gateway to the Gulf. That's the bridge that you always see everybody going in. So we are way over here. This is what they call Old LA1. And between Leeville and Fushon. But anyway, we're out here. We threw one little crab trap out to see what we got here, see if there's anything here. You don't ever know about little places like this, so we're giving it a shot. If it turns out we start picking up some monsters, then we'll come back to you. In the meantime,
Go, 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 go.
I think we got something here, folks, for you. Let's see what we got. Oh, look at that flounder.
Yeah.
We're finally starting to catch fish.
Nice.
That's a nice one there.
Okay, put it down.
Okay. head down. That's a nice flounder there.
All right. Good job, good job.
Hell yeah.
Good job. That's your first flounder you ever caught?
Yep. My
Yeah.
first flounder right there.
Great job. The master fisher lady retired. He now has a job, not just crabbing.
I need to get my pliers. Hold on, Rita. All right, folks, we're back with you. We got a new location we tried. I told you we were going to be venturing off, so we did. It's raining today, kind of a miserable day, but we're still going to try to record. Place we're at a WMA. It's called Pontoshane. I can't, I'm hoping I pronounced it correctly. But anyway, we're going to turn you around and give you a look. There's Miss Carrie with her fishing pole. She's getting ready to fish. I'm going to crab. And this is basically just a boat launch right here for the bayou. And we'll give you a look over there. So we're going to give it a shot, and we'll come back to you if we catch anything. All right, we're using hand lines here, and as you can see how it's all stretched out, we're going to go in. Hopefully you can see that. And we didn't get anything there. We lost that one. But we got another line out here stretching out. You can actually see it moving. So we'll have to go really slow. And we got one, a little one. So we got a little female. And I got this newfangled trap we're giving a shot. Let's see what we got on this one. Kind of heavy. Maybe we got a big one. What we got? We do. Oh yeah, we got a crab on there.
Oh yeah.
We got a nice crab.
Woo-wee. That was crabbing.
That's what I'm talking about. This newfangled contraption right here looking good.
Big old female too.
Oh yeah. All right, folks.
Here, where's your tongs at? Let me get it. Where's your tongs?
Right there in that bucket. All I gotta do is open it up.
Oh yes.
That's a nice female.
Oh yes.
And see, so folks, this little thing right here we just picked up, and we're gonna set it back out. How it works is, as you can see, you pull on it and it traps them in there. So you just send it out there. Send it out there in the middle. Let it sit.
That's a nice one.
We'll come back to you, folks. But we're finally finding the crabs.
Yeah, it's such a nice one.
We're a beautiful place. It stopped raining. It's getting nice out now. All right, first cast with the cast net out here. Miss Carrie done caught. Look at there. She got a redfish in there. She got a black drum. Oh no, actually that's a sheep's head. That's a baby sheep's head right there, I think. Nope, that's a black drum. And we're gonna let that go. And then she got herself a redfish right here. We're gonna let that go. We're trying not to touch them. And there you go. And then she got all them. And she got a hardhead catfish in there too, on top of that. And then look at all the little things on our first try. We're trying to find us some mullet, get some good sized mullet going on. But we'll come back to you. Wow. Look at the size of this shrimp.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a big one there.
I told you it was a big one. Oh, that one's huge.
I can get them out of there.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. Wow.
Look at the size of that shrimp.
Whoa. Now I'm excited.
That's a big shrimp.
Yes, sir.
All right, folks, look at that. Look at all them shrimp. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh man.
11, look at that.
Almost
Look at
a
her.
dozen.
She done, Miss Carrie done got 11 shrimp off of one cast.
Got one more in there for a dozen? No, I do not.
Well, we're gonna keep going, folks. We ain't no stopping now. We're catching shrimp and we're catching crabs. I'm gonna go over and show you the old crab bucket that we got. I got one small one in there we're saving for bait. We might let her go, or him go. But anyway, as you see, we got some of this feisty. Not the biggest, but that's all right. We're at least catching right now. So, looks like we might be doing a crab shrimp boil tonight, along with some fried flounder that we caught yesterday. But anyway, I'll get back to you here in a bit. All right, folks, we got another one. Our little contraption is working. It's working really good. Oh yeah, look at that. I think that was the biggest one of the day so far. But we're catching crabs finally. We'll come back to you. We'll send it back out. I'll just let you see it. And then it just goes to the bottom, lies open until you yank on it. As soon as you yank on it, it closes. First got this idea from the old couple outdoors. Sam and Joyce use this contraption quite a bit, and we've been watching them for a long time. They usually are in Mississippi or Florida. But we watched them use these contraptions, and we decided that we wanted to give it a try. And it seems to work really, really well. I'll show you my crab net. Crab net's got nothing, not a single thing in it. Ain't been catching nothing in those. And the hand lines, all we've been catching is small ones. So the only thing that's catching right now is that old folding contraption. But anyway, we'll get back to you. And Miss Carrie's over there catching colossal shrimp over there. But we'll come back to you. Alright folks, we got some more shrimp. We're just catching shrimp every single cast. Every single cast we're getting shrimp, and they're getting bigger. Look at that. There's 3, 4. Look at that. And we darn near got a bucket full. Alright folks, that's what we got so far. Not a bad day. We're not done yet. I'm going to get those on ice. Look at the size of these ones. These ones are huge. Oh, giant shrimp. Really giant shrimp. But anyway, we're going to get these on ice and keep going. Alright folks, we didn't do too bad the other place, but I felt the need I needed to stop here and let y'all see this. Those in the distance, I don't know if you can see them over there, but in the distance there is wild horses that roam around Pontchartrain, I don't know how to pronounce it. Pontchartrain, Louisiana. Those are wild horses over there. We're at the very end of Mongulat Road. Just outside the levees. It looks like we got some storms moving in. You can see the horses out there. Crazy. But anyway, we're gonna move on to our next spot. We'll be wrapping up this video here just soon. There's a couple more spots I want to try before the storm moves in, so we'll come back to you. Alright folks, welcome back. We moved to a new place. We're gonna give it a try here. This place looks pretty amazing. It's got an amazing new dock. Looks like people have been handline crab fishing out here like crazy. Got a couple of rod holders right there. Oh yeah, look at all the rod holders. It's a nice little place right here. Well, we're going to get our crab traps out. We'll let you know what's going on. Alright folks, we're going to our third and final spot of the day. We're going to see a little wet back here. I stopped by here this morning, was going to take a video here, and I didn't spray down with bug spray, and let me tell you, all the bugs were tearing me up. I couldn't even get a video. But anyway, look at that beautiful out here. It's a little muddy. Nice little spots right here. See, we're parked up there. It's pretty nice. Show you that side. kind of really nice. All right, well, we gotta get the crabbing and everything, and we'll come back to you. All right, folks. Well, we're gonna call it for today. We just wore out, and we got crabs, we got shrimp, we got bait for tomorrow for our exciting fishing trip that we're gonna take tomorrow, provided it's not storming. But we're gonna end it here, and then we're gonna bring you back, and we're gonna cook up the shrimp and the crabs that we caught today, so that way we can show you a catch and cook finally, and then we'll go from there, and we'll give it a taste on camera and let you see what it's all about. But until we get back home, we'll get back to you here in a little bit. Okay, folks, we're back at you, and what we're gonna do now is we're gonna cook the crabs and we're gonna cook the shrimp that we caught in the video earlier. So here's the shrimp that we caught. Most of it Miss Carrie caught. Actually, I think all of it. Yeah, maybe there might be a few in there that I caught, but most of it came from her. So the first thing we're going to do with the shrimp, we got a pot of boiling water. It's boiling right now. This is just plain water, plain water. We didn't take the heads off. We didn't do anything. We're going to cook them traditional style. So we're going to drop them in. We're going to start our timer. Give them a good stir. Put the lid on. Now I know you're wondering why, but you have to follow along on this process and you will see. We're going to let it go for a minute. And then in a minute we'll pull it. And then we'll show you what we're doing from there. So we'll come back to you here when we get ready to pull the shrimp. All right, folks, the shrimp are done. Now we're going to pull them out and we're going to set them aside. Look at the size of them shrimp. These shrimp was swimming in the bayou just earlier. Yep. Did we lose one? Got a nice catch here. Definitely enough for supper. Gotta get them all out of here. So anyway, while I scoop them all out, I'll come back to you in a second. In the water, didn't it? All right, folks, I'm back with you. I got all the shrimp out. Now comes the time that we're gonna season the water up. Water's warm. We're going to use a little bit. If I can get the sound gun open. Having a little opening problem here. I know, shrimp. Okay, we got it open. So we got a little citrus boil booster we're gonna dump in there. we're gonna put, I don't know, this isn't a big bowl, so we're just gonna put like about a quarter of a bag in there. And then we're gonna use Pro Bowl. And we're just gonna add just a little bit, well, about that much. That might have been maybe a cup, and then a little bit of crab oil. Now I'm just gonna add a splash, so about a half a cup. All right, we're gonna let that come up to a boil, and then while we're waiting on this to finish coming back up to a boil, we'll come back to you. I gotta get the crabs, and we'll get ready to boil the crabs. All right, folks. Now we got a rolling boil going on, and we're gonna put in our crabs. Okay. I want to give a thank you to there's a person out there that has a Facebook page, and his name is Lance Billett, and we contacted him, and he gladly shared the idea of where we could find crabs and where we could find shrimp. So we followed his advice, and because of that, we have crabs. Now these crabs have been resting in ice, so we put them to sleep, and now we're going to drop them into boiling water. Okay, we're going to set our timer, and we're going to cook them for we're going to boil them for about 10 minutes. And then after 10 minutes, we will cool this down a little bit. And then once that happens, the shrimp will go back in, and it'll sit in that boil for about 20 minutes. We'll come back to you here in a bit. Folks, it's been 10 minutes. The crabs have boiled. So the next step that we're going to do now is we got to get this water to cool down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some ice. Stop the cooking process. I'll drop one of them. And now, as soon as that water hits to a point to where you can stick your fingers in it like warm bath water, that's when you throw the shrimp back in. So we got a little bit to go. I'm going to see if I have some more ice upstairs, and then we'll get this cooled down, and I'll get back to you in a minute. All right, the water's cooled down, and as you can see, the crabs have sunk. So we got it to cool down. They're filling up. Now you just take your finger and stick it in there, and it's got to be like warm bath water, okay? And we're right there. Now we're going to add the shrimp back in. And we're just going to let that sit, okay? We're going to give that about a 30-minute soak. I'm going to give my timer. And there, my timer is done. So now they're going to soak for about 30 minutes, and then we'll come back to you.
All right, folks, we're back at it. Here we are. We've got our crabs, and we're peeling those. They're almost done, if you can see. So I'm just taking what you call the dead man off of them, and that is going to be the lungs, and that's what I've already got peeled there. So we're just going to continue to do this and get the lump crab out. This is what it looks like. That right there is the lump crab. I'm just picking it out one cell at a time. And then as soon as we're done, I'm going to be making crab cakes. So I'll come back to you as soon as I get all these done and picked. We're almost done there. So I just continue to pick them until they're all done. And this is what's for supper.
I need your mic.
My mic?
Yeah. hand me a mic because I'm going to show them what
I
happened.
can't hand you my mic. I have crab on my hands.
Alright, folks. We are, I'm going to, sorry, I had to get the mic from her. I'm giving you an update on the shrimp. The shrimp right now are right there. Sorry, about right there. Right there. And they're in their soak. They've been, ooh, the camera's fogging up, sorry about that. They've been soaking now for about 25 minutes. And we are going to, we're going to let them go until Miss Carrie's done with her crabs, and then we'll pull them and we'll get them chilled, and then they'll be ready to make shrimp cocktail with. She's making crab cakes as you found. So we'll come back to you when this all comes together.
Alright guys, I'm here. I'm getting my stuff ready for my crab cakes here. I've got my egg. My breadcrumbs. I have my crab with my onions and peppers and celery. Put that lid back on there before them bugs get to it. They said we was having a bug outbreak. It was flying, what was it? Termites.
Termites are getting crazy out here.
So we're melting the butter down. That's what I'm gonna fry my. I've never made these before. So if you have any tips or anything that you can comment below on any tips that you can give me that I did wrong. So I have my crab meat here. Now I'm following stale crackers recipe. I'm putting in the egg. There we go. And I'm going to kind of fold that egg in to the lump crab just like that there. So I want to fold it in because I don't want my crab to break up. And again, like I said, this is going to be stale crackers recipe. I'm going to put these in a bowl over here. And I'm going to season those up. These are pancos. And I'm going to season them up with some K-Freds here. And some stale cracker here. I'm having to hurry because I don't want these bugs to get in my food. We're just going to add some stale cracker there. A little bit of spice.
What is that you just used?
That is no salt. Cajun two-step. And then I want to take some of my Ritz cracker and use it as a binder. I'm just going to mix that up. I'm trying to fold it in so that way it doesn't break my lump up. And he just uses his hands to put it together, but I'm not going to do that until the last minute because these bugs out here.
Tell us about the crab.
The blue crabs we caught yesterday on this new apparatus John has. He's seen it from the old couple. And it has his trap thing and he catches crabs, and so these are the crabs that were caught yesterday. So we'll get back to you as soon as I have these made up and I'm getting ready to fry them. Alright, here we are. These are our crab patties. You see I've got these pattied up. I'm going to go ahead and put them in here. And I have this one here. We're going to go ahead and put that in there. And we're going to make up these other two. I think I have enough for another two. Whoops. Can't let that go to waste. There, buddy. Look at that rump crab in there. Ooh. We put the claws, we put everything in there. And then I just take it and I just dip it in here like that and I cover it. Those are Ritz crackers. Just like that right there. And then we're going to lay it down in there. Just like that. And I'm going to fry them for 2 or 3 minutes on each side and then I'll get back to you guys as soon as I'm ready to plate them up.
Folks, I'm going to tell you what, those are looking amazing. And if you had smell-o-vision, I'm telling you right now, Louisiana style crab cakes right there.
Blue crab. We're just going to fry them up till I think they're warm inside. We bring them up to temperature. Then we're going to pull some of that money dip on there that Stale Cracker has. See how they are.
And we are,
that's what's for supper.
folks, we are going to take all this upstairs because the bugs decided they wanted to make a presence tonight. There's no wind, and I want to say it's got to be about 90% humidity and about 80 degrees. I'm not complaining, but the bugs are not agreeing with our supper plan, so we're gonna finish this upstairs. So we'll come back to you when everything's ready and we're ready to eat.
Here it is. Here's some bread I found at the market. It said New Orleans style bread dough, frozen, Rouse's. So I put it in the refrigerator and I was hoping it was gonna be a po' boy kind of bread, but it ended up turning into like a French bread, which is okay too. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop it in the oven and bake it.
Bread.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop it in the oven and make it right now.
That thing rose like nobody's business.
And then turn it around there.
And then, okay, folks. So here's the shrimp. There's the crab cakes, and this is what was for supper.
This is what's for supper.
Cocktail sauce.
You guys have a great night. We had fun. It was a great day. A lot of shrimping, a lot of cast throwing. My arms warm out. I tell you right now, I've been working on this exercising this doctor been telling me to do. My back fat's going to be skinny next week from doing this cast net to catch these shrimp. You guys have a good night.
We'll see you on the next one. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. If you don't like this video, let us know. If you like the video, let us know.
If there's something different we can do.
Something else we could do different, let us know. Alright, we'll see you on the next one, folks.